Hello, everyone. Just a quick midday update on the stock markets. Of course, if you're looking at the stock market in particular on Robinhood, and that is the platform that I'm mostly on. As you can see, everything is in the red. Nothing is in for the most part, nothing is in the green. This would have been a great day to do puts because, as you know, with puts you are betting the market that the market would go down, and it's of course it is going down. Everything else is pretty much in the red. There's a few things that I have that are not in the red. DKNG is not in the red. PLUG is not in the red. GSX is not in the red. And then, of course, RUN is not in the red. Those are the only few that I have that are not in the red. Other than that, for the most part, the market is not doing good at all. We know that for the most part, the market does not do well on Tuesdays, but it did pretty good on yesterday. So today is like a Tuesday for the market because it's not doing well at all today for a Wednesday. So if I were you, those things that are dropping, certainly you should allow them to drop as low as they possibly can on today and will on today until about 345, and then purchase some of them at its lowest term. Purchase some of them at its lowest term. And then, of course, once you purchase them, hold them because, of course, they will go back up. Sometimes, most times, more so than not, they will even go lower before they go back higher. But you want to buy low and hold. You want to buy low and hold. The market will turn around, most definitely. The market will turn around. We talked about the fact that there are three things in particular that the reasons why the market is doing the way it is this week in particular. Number one, the economy. We know what's going on in the economy. Everything that's going on in the economy, it affects the market. Number two, the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate, again, is doing horrible. And the official unemployment rate number comes out on next Friday. So the pre-numbers aren't looking good at all. That affects the market. And then number three, and finally, or at least number three, not finally, but the third of the top 10 rather, is the election. The election's coming up on next Tuesday. So on next Wednesday, we will know who is either still our president or who will become the new president on next Tuesday night. And then, of course, we know that stuff like the airliners, the cruise liners, though people are not traveling. And then finally, the last thing I want to talk about before I get off, because the intention was not to be on long at all, is the fact that the traveling is down, vacationing is down. People are doing sell-off. What is sell-off? Because of the fact that some people are out of money, they're taking their stocks and bonds and going into their 401k, going into their TSP, and they're selling. They're selling that stuff just to make ends meet. Everyone cannot afford to continue to sustain life as normal during this pandemic, during this COVID-19. So those who cannot afford to continue to do so, they're having to find somewhere to make ends meet. One of the things that they're doing is they're selling their stocks. When they sell their stocks, that makes the market goes down. It makes the market goes down. And there's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. All right. On yesterday, there's out of the top 10, there's one low stock, Nielsen. I'm not sure how it's doing today. I'm sure it's not doing well today. Nielsen, the ticker is NLSN. They closed at $14.45 per share. They went up by 73 cents per share, and then another 6 cents per share after market, and they do pay dividends. So also make sure you always grab those stocks that are paying dividends. And then, of course, that was one out of the top 10. The others I don't even think is worth much mentioning because we're in another day. We'll do that on tonight. And then, of course, the top 10 that did not do well on yesterday, Technip FMC closed at $5.71 because they lost 40 cents yesterday during the market and another penny after market. They do pay big time dividends. So if I were you, I would look into that. The ticker is FTI. If I were you, I would look into FTI, Technip FMC, buy a whole lot of those, if nothing else, because of the fact that they pay a lot of dividend. And then the last one I want to talk about is Unum. The ticker is UNM. They closed at $18.25. They lost a dollar. They lost 99 cents yesterday during the market. They do not trade after market, but they pay big dividends. So if you look at all of those stocks that didn't do well on yesterday, most of them pay big dividends. So if nothing else, you should buy some of those inexpensive stocks so that you can be paid the dividends either every month or every quarter, every 6 month, or every year. Dividend stocks. We'll talk more about that on tonight. Again, thank you for joining me live here on Stocks Talk Live with Tim. I'm Tim McKenzie. Peace. We'll see you later on tonight.